Hey up everyone, I'm just making this video to update you on what I've been doing so far since I competed last um, and my plans going ahead into the future. So currently I'm in the off season and I've been in the off season now for it's pretty much exactly a year because I competed in September last year and we're now into September 2022, so I've been in the off season now for a year. We had a break for a mini cut, but now we're back into the off season. Um, so doing a mini cut when you're doing an off season for this length of time is just part and parcel. So yeah, so we're doing off season for 1 year now, and we split that into two phases. With the mini cut being in between. So the first phase was when I finished my competition last year, until about, I don't know, we had a good like 7 months of off season mini cut, and then into phase two. And differences between phase one and phase two. Phase one started to get pretty aggressive towards the end. We were pushing food a lot. That's the most food I've ever been on, and I was starting to struggle with the amount of calories I was eating. I was struggling to get the food down, had no appetite. Um, I think insulin sensitivity was pretty low. My insulin resistance was getting higher. Um, yeah, I was feeling more tired. So we knew, like I did put on a lot of weight. I pushed up to about 112 kilo, and on stage last year I was 90, so a good 20 kilo push up there. And we started to lose condition a little bit towards the end, but I held condition quite well for a while. So I know I did put on some quality mass then, but we knew it was time for a mini cut. So we did the mini cut, got down to about 101 kilo, felt a lot leaner, felt fresher. Hunger signals came back, insulin sensitivity increased, and we were ready for the next push up. So currently, like I'm on quite a lot of calories at the moment. Like we started pushing up again, so like we kind of reverse dieted, just added the calories slowly. Like during this phase, I've got a lot of time before I'm planning on competing, so we're going to be a lot more careful, a lot more calculated with the push up this time. But like I was saying, calories, training day, I'm on about 5,000, non-training day, about 4,000 calories. So it's still a lot of food, and I'm still progressing on that, which is great. I'm still able to eat that, digest it, like appetite's still there. So and that's working perfectly at the moment. Like I'm still slowly pushing up, which is what we want. So at the moment, that is a really good amount of food for me. And yeah, the reason, I didn't say this before, but the reason why we're having such a long off season is because I really wanted to bring an improved package from last time. And I need that time. I think everyone needs that time to really develop. I didn't want to jump into another competition this year because I just feel like I wouldn't have had the time to really improve the physique, to really work on the details, the proportions, to bring up the weak points that I've got. So coach and I, we decided to spend the whole of this year just in the off season. Look at maybe competitions next year, mid later on, which will still give us a lot of time during this phase two to push up, and really improve on what we brought to the stage last time. So that's kind of the whole idea behind it. My food sources at the moment, carbs, they are pasta, rice, and potatoes. Nothing much really changes. I can digest those really well. I like eating them. I prefer potatoes at the moment. So I've introduced those into a few more of my meals. But yeah, they all digest really well for me. So if that works, don't change it. You guys might find something else that's better for you. Go with it. If you're eating this many calories, you need to know that you can't eat them because you're going to be eating a lot of them. You need to know that you will digest them well. So stick with something that works for you, and that's totally fine, especially when you're eating this many calories. Protein sources, just the usual chicken, lean mince, and salmon as well, and whey protein isolate. And the whey proteins is pre and post workout usually. You know, your body needs it as quickly as possible, and it's fast acting, so that's a good one to place around your workout. The salmon's there for the fatty acids, the omega fatty acids. The omega fats, and to help with my cholesterol levels as well. So yeah, so we're just going to continue this phase of the off season now for the rest of the year. We will, moving forward into 2023. I am looking at competing. So like I said before, we're looking at mid to the late part of the year. So that'll give us a lot of time in this phase two of the off season to keep pushing up and slowly put on that lean quality mass that we're looking for. In terms of show dates, haven't been announced yet, but like I say, it'll be around that time. The class, well, yeah, my last two competitions were with PCA, and I don't think I'm going to be competing with those guys next time. I want to do an NPC event. I'm looking at two bros. I just think that'll give me better options going forward into the future. So the class I'm working towards, and that I hope I end up in, is heavyweight. The goal is to work towards super heavyweight, but I know I'm not going to be able to compete with those guys. I won't have the mass next year when we come to do a show. So we're working towards heavyweight. Right, that's the update video wrapped up. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, subscribe, so you're notified when I make more content, and I will be making more content soon, so watch out for that. In the meantime, I do have another video on this channel. It's a full day of eating on a rest day, so if you haven't seen that yet, head on over, check that one out as well. And until then, guys, have a good one.